Hi guys, thought I'd check in with you. Today is Friday, May 11th, and we are at Fort Boonesboro State Park, southeast of Lexington, Kentucky. And I'll tell you what, I thought traveling this time of year before school got out might be quote-unquote safe. We are in the overflow camping. Down below, it's a campground. It is packed. And when I asked the lady at the desk or whatever, she said, oh, it's the garage sale weekend. Campers come out here and set up for garage sales. So, anyway, I'm going to turn this phone off. Guys, I thought I'd come up here away from the crowd. It truly is very crowded. Golf carts going by. I mean, it's quiet, as crowded as it is. Part of this park has a little putt-putt thing. I just now saw it. There's little walking bridges everywhere that go across a little stream, and it's also right next to the Kentucky River. So it's a very nice, apparently, obviously, very popular state park. But I had no idea. I think some of you have heard me say before, I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants, don't make reservations, and just go. So I don't know what we're going to be in for this weekend. Anyway, guys, thought I would end today coming out and just letting you know how the day went. We spent the day at the Ark experience, and yesterday we were at the Creation Museum. I'll tell you, if you ever get a chance to come, you really need to put this place on your bucket list. It was very well worth the money. I think it was $60 a ticket, maybe a little higher. At first I thought, yow. But I enjoyed every bit of it. Of course, it's Christian based, but if you question anything, you're certainly not going to when you leave. I've always believed in God and Jesus, and this explains everything very well. As far as I've never felt that the earth is a million years old or millions of years old, and this explains all this research and stuff. Anyway, I would just recommend that everybody go there. I don't remember if I said this, we were there like between 4 or 5 hours, and it was very, very nice out in the mid-80s. So we were able to leave Frankie in the RV. I give him plenty of food and water, and he does quite well. So anyway, just wanted to, I think I took a few clips of it, and I will put together a little video of what we saw. It is massive. I believe they said it's the world's largest all timber structure in the world. I guess it said that double, but you know what I mean. Very, very well worth the trip. This little park that we're staying in, or I should say this big park, I started to touch on that. We just got lucky. And how did we get lucky? Well, it's garage sale weekend at the campground. Have you ever heard of such a thing? I certainly haven't. But she told us there were 2 sites left in the overflow camping. We got one of them. I don't know, it was over $30 with a senior citizen discount, which I think's a little high, but I guess that's what you got to pay if you're going to stay in pay parks and RV parks and what have you. It is very, very nice. It has a very large, looks like at least Olympic-sized pool, if not bigger. This putt-putt course. There's a river, I think it's a Kentucky River right next to it. I walked over there. The fort, it's a historic site. The original base of the fort, Daniel Boone was there. I don't know enough of the history about it because I didn't spend much time. Anyway, it's beautiful out here. Tomorrow our plans include going east. We met a local family a little bit ago. I visited with them for quite a bit, and they told me where to go and how to get through on a pretty easy drive through the Appalachian Mountains. We'll probably be staying on the highway the whole way, but I think y'all know right now we're in that big rig, and these windy, narrow paths are just not something the whole farmer likes. So I'm gonna add the clips to the Ark. Also wanted to say that if you're wondering what I'm doing, I just broke my selfie stick about 5 minutes ago. So I'm having to hold this by hand, so whatever. I did several videos, but I'm not going to put them up. The wind was so bad. We went to Chester, Illinois, and that was so cool. It's the birthplace of Popeye. And I went around town. We drove all over town. I found all the statues of Popeye and all those characters. But the wind and the traffic was so horrible that it's one of those videos you really don't want to watch. So, not that this is one you want to watch, but it's the best I can do. Alright guys, talk to you later. I was going to show this to you right quick. I mentioned that they have putt-putt, and they have several walking bridges. And the little putt-putt game goes over this bridge. But I just thought this was the cutest little creek. Is that what they call them in Kentucky? And you hear that beautiful water. Little waterfalls. Now back home, that's a honeysuckle. Is that what that is here? Of course, ours don't look that beautiful, and they definitely don't grow wild. Really smells good. Let's look in the other direction. And you can see the little stream coming up. I'll let you say hi to Frankie. Little fellow's driving me nuts. He's so excited. He loves kids. Loves kids. Slowly turn around because Frankie is wrapped around me. There's the stream. And there's my Frankie. Frankie! Frankie! Uh-oh. You know what? This little guy started out so cute, and now he's turning into a dog. Well, I'm not going to whip around. Slowly come up here. And this little putt-putt goes along here. And there's part of that creek. Look at him. Look at him. He's just so excited to be in green grass, and so many new smells and sights here that he's never smelled. Walk up on putt-putt, and oh, it's just beautiful. There the stream comes under the road. Oh, I'll stop. Well guys, I've done a lot of videos since we started this trip, but the wind and all the traffic noise has been unbelievable in them, so I won't be posting them. But we are now at the Ark in northern Kentucky. This was something on my bucket list. Yesterday we visited the Creation Museum. It's amazing. And you have no idea how big, you just can't fathom how big this Ark is until you're here. Anyway, it's part amusement park. I mean, there's no rides, but a lot of that typical stuff. But I'm anxious to get inside the Ark and just wanted to let you know where we were. I'm standing a little bit closer to it now. I still don't think you can fathom the size. We're probably 30 yards away from it. Just amazing. I believe there's 3 or 4 levels to it. Look how big that is.
Elohim שבשמיים, אנו מבקשים את רחמך בסופה נוראית זו. קראת לי לבנות ספינה, לשמר את משפחתי ואת החיות שבתוכי, ושאפתי לכבד אותך נאמנה בכל מה שעשיתי. שמור עלינו בשיפוטך את העולם הזה, כפי שהבטחת, לכולנו לשרת אותך נאמנה בכל חיים. אלוהים שבשמיים, אנו מבקשים את רחמך בסופה נוראית זו.
This gives you an idea how tall this goes. There's 4 levels. Still don't think it justifies, can really show how big it is. I think I'm halfway between the front and the back. Look at these massive logs. Just think, this was built by hand. Noah built this by hand. The living quarters on the ark. Actually bigger than some of today's tiny houses.